founders of the Jackson Hispanic Heritage Festival, Leticia Albaron and Jacob Inocencio. Welcome back.
Hi Bart, thanks for having us.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So this festival, we've only had one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Last year, first ever, and it really, I think it was a huge success.
It was.
It overwhelmed you.
We were a little surprised. We were a little bit pleasantly caught off guard. We thought maybe a couple hundred people would be a pretty successful day, and we think we were over 1,000 for sure. So we were very, very excited about that, humbled. It was a true testament to Leticia's work, seriously. The level of effort that went into getting that many vendors from that many different backgrounds in the space on such a short notice, it would have been impossible without her last year.
Well, I'm so glad to see it back because I did experience the success. It was such an overwhelming turnout, but in particular, I noticed the members of the Hispanic community of Jackson were so grateful that they had some recognition and that people realized that they were able to say, hey, we're here. And I know you got that feedback too.
Oh, most definitely. It was nice to see people that I normally don't see out and about, just out hanging out in downtown Jackson, and they were able to enjoy themselves from all the different activities that we had.
So this started as part of the Jackson College and City of Jackson. They teamed up, but it's outgrown those organizations where you've actually had to create your own nonprofit to present this event.
Yeah, absolutely. We were able to have, and major kudos to Jackson College and the City of Jackson for letting us use time last year to work on this. That was very much a testament to the vision of Dr. Phelan and Kelly Crum at Jackson College, and John Willis and Jonathan Green and Mayor Mahoney at the city, of being willing to commit time and resources to this. And then after the festival, when we realized that we had achieved a level of success that was probably deserving of its own organization, that we thought we could do more outside of those previous parameters, being able to have real discussions with our bosses and say, here's what we think, here's why it was great, and here's why we think it can be better. And them giving us the blessing is not something you always see from employers to give you that go ahead to move forward. So we were really blessed by that, and seriously grateful to them. They're also sponsors for this year's event, so it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, so today you have some announcements about this year's event, including sponsors, date, and all that. So let's hear about it.
Yeah, so this year the festival is going to be at the same park, Horace Blackman Park, September 16th, which is a Saturday, and that will be from 12 to 9:30.
We made the festival go a lot longer this year. And the new nonprofit that's hosting the festival, I'll tell you, was, again, Leticia's brainchild. We, after the festival, recognized there was a gap in people in the community who need resources being able to access those resources for a multitude of reasons. And so we got together and we said, we're going to organize a nonprofit.
Yes, Nuestra Comunidad, which translates to our community in English.
And so with the launching of the nonprofit, we're now going to be able to host the festival, use the body of the nonprofit to create opportunities for existing resources, whether it's the Center for Family Health or Family Service and Children's Aid or food assistance or anything else that may be out there, connecting existing resources to Hispanic members of the community who might not be utilizing those resources but who may qualify. So we want to host the festival, we want to connect people to resources, and then through the festival, what we're most excited about, I think, is that we are able to provide scholarships this year for Hispanic students. And True Community Credit Union is going to be our presenting sponsor for the event, and they have made it possible for us to give away a handful of scholarships this year. We are overwhelmed by their generosity. That scholarship will be live next week for applications, and we're going to ask that students fill it out this summer, and then recipients will actually acknowledge at the festival. So recipients of the scholarship will attend the festival, they'll have a chance to say thank you to the team at True, and we'll have a chance to celebrate them as a community.
Yeah, so literally thousands of people were at the first one, and they'll all be back.
Yeah, we're hoping
Yes,
that it'll be
we're
back
hoping
and bigger
so.
and better.
Yes.
We're going to reach into marketing in Battle Creek and Grand Rapids and Lansing and Ann Arbor and Detroit just to let people know that this is a resource, get folks to come down the 127 and I-94 corridors and recognize that there is a vibrant Hispanic community here that has a strong culture and deep traditions that we can celebrate and we can learn from each other about. In today's world, it's so important for us to reach out and find people and to celebrate people. And we're really excited that the festival was able to accomplish that last year, and we'll be able to accomplish it this year at a much deeper level.
Well, you can't have too much food vendors.
No, absolutely not. Last year we had so many vendors run out.
Yeah.
We were blown away by that. So that was a great problem to have.
But you want your food trucks and food vendors to sell out.
Yes.
But you had a lot of them. And they came from Lansing, Detroit, Albion, Adrian, Jackson.
Yes.
And they were all so excited that they were able to sell out. They brought everything they brought. They were able to sell.
Yeah, we had
Yes.
like 30-minute lines for some of our vendors, and then when those vendors ran out, the other vendors had 30-minute lines. So we're going to revision how the festival is laid out this year to make it a little bit more accommodating for people, so that there's not so many traffic jams. Again, great problem to have. Too many people attending your inaugural event with 10 weeks notice is an
Insane.
tremendous problem.
Yeah.
But we're looking forward to making it better. And again, celebrating those students, celebrating the culture. Without, in the last couple of weeks, we've had so many sponsors come up and say, we want to step up, we want to invest in this. But without True taking the lead on that, we would not be where we're at today, going into July. So seriously, we cannot thank them enough for that commitment and their pledge.
So what do you need now? Do you have a need for volunteers or more sponsors or vendors?
Yeah, definitely more volunteers. Last year we realized that Jake and I cannot manage the whole festival.
You're the only
on our own.
two.
Can't do it all.
So definitely volunteers. If there's anybody that wants to volunteer on the day of the event, definitely give us a call or email us or send us a message on the Nuestra Comunidad Facebook page or the Jackson Hispanic Heritage Festival Facebook page, and we can get that rolling.
Yeah, we're going to have sign-up links coming out here shortly for people to register for slots, and they can reach out and ask how they can support. We are really blessed to say that we are pretty much tapped out on sponsorships. We have 2 sponsorships left at the $5,000 level, but after that, our commitment to our sponsors has been that we'll have a certain amount in each threshold, and people have been overwhelming. So certainly, if people want to donate to the scholarship, we will gladly accept those donations, and if people want to donate to programming, for the different events that we're going to have throughout the year and the different resources we'll provide. Nuestra Comunidad is already, focusing on those things as well. But the festival has been extraordinarily well received, and so we want people to come. We want people to tell their friends and bring them, and we would love people to come volunteer and learn more about it.
I'm thinking everything seems just perfect.
Knock on wood.
Not
Yeah,
the
so
part.
it's like what would you change about it? You mentioned people waited in long food lines, so maybe you get more food things. But other than that, like what differences are you looking at for this year?
Yeah, we're gonna have more activities for the children. So we're thinking of getting inflatables, and also there's gonna be a folklorico group too coming from Lansing.
Can you tell us more about what that is?
Yeah, so the folklorico group does dances originating from Mexico, and they do different dances from different regions of Mexico. So they have a show of 1 hour, and they will be dancing in different costumes and different skirts, and they will be introducing what region it's from and usually what it's danced for, etc. So it's nice, beautiful, colorful, and I think everyone will enjoy it, including children.
Nice.
Yeah, we said to ourselves last year, okay, we can make the festival longer, we can add more different levels of entertainment, and we can double down on what went really well. So it'll be a slightly larger footprint this year to have more space, more community resources available. The band is going to be amazing. They're coming from Chicago, so we're really excited for them. And I'm just praying for a great day, good weather, and good turnout again.
Yeah, the weather was perfect.
I know, you couldn't have bought a better day.
Everything fell into place really well. I think a lot of people were surprised that there were that many Hispanic businesses, organizations in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And you two don't remember, but years ago we had the ethnic festival at Jackson Crossing, and that had a big Hispanic component at the time, and that was, I think, what people remembered and we wanted to see that again.
Yeah.
And this is like 10 times that.
Well, we're humbled to hear that,
Yes.
and we're excited to see where this can go. We definitely had people reach out to us and say, "Oh, we should do that for other ethnicities and other backgrounds." And we said, "We will gladly support you, but we will not help organize it. We will just be there cheering you on." And because it's a big undertaking, we work really hard on it, and we spent most of the winter getting the pieces in place for Nuestra Comunidad to get the articles of incorporation and some preliminary grants through the Jackson Community Foundation. And it's a little bit easier to organize a nonprofit the second time, I will tell you, but it's still a lot of work. And so we're learning a lot. We're excited for where it's going. We feel extremely humbled to get the support that we've had from the community. It's pretty amazing that, we get to walk into a room and people are taking our ideas seriously and considering what we have to say and recognizing that we're here to try to fill a gap that has existed, and it's a huge blessing.
All right, we'll look forward to it. September 16th. Good to see you both. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Bart.
Leticia Albaran and Jacob Inocencio with the Jackson Hispanic Heritage Festival.